Fighters ready. Go.
Yo. What is going on, guys? Hope you guys can hear me. Hope you guys having a good night. I wanted to come and do this quick review for The Batman. I just came back from watching it probably about an hour ago, and I wanted to give my thoughts on the film. But before we get started, I hope you guys are being safe. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys had a good night or whatever. But yeah, before we get started, if you guys enjoyed this stream, please gift a sub, or get yourself a case of our sponsors, Excess Blast Drink, 14 different flavors, no sugar, low carbs. Links in the description below if you guys want to get a case. It'll be much appreciated. Alright, guys. Just got done watching The Batman. Wanted to give my thoughts, like immediate thoughts about it. And yeah, just want to give my immediate thoughts, let you know what I thought about The Batman. And wanted to see, see if you guys might enjoy it, see if it's a good recommendation. All right. But before we get started, we got to show the trailer for The Batman, and then I'll break down the synopsis a little bit after the trailer, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Yo, what's up, Deviant? How you doing? I'm about to give you my thoughts on The Batman. I just got done watching it like an hour ago. And yeah, I wanted to give my thoughts on it and let you know what I thought about it, and let you know if I liked it or not, or because this is the first Batman. This is the first solo Batman film in 10 years because I've been watching the last 3 Batman movies, or the Christopher Nolan series and The Dark Knight Rises. That came out in 2012. So this is the first Batman movie in 10 years, or first solo Batman movie in 10 years. But yeah, we're gonna get to the trailer for The Batman, and then we'll come back after that.
Police! Hands up! Stay still! Get out of here!
Fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning. I've been trying to reach you.
Find the gun!
This is a powder keg, and Rither's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
What's black and blue and dead all over? You. Dear God.
I got you! I got Shoot!
All right, we are back. It's not as bad as I thought. At least his voice was enforced. Yes, yes, boy. Like I said, I've been watching I was watching the Christopher Nolan series, and yes, woo. I love the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, all three of them. To different degrees. But that's the one thing anybody can say about a Batman. That goddamn voice, man. That's just the worst voice ever. And this one. No, this one they did a really good job. Obviously, let's go with the with the things I actually really liked about the film. One, this movie is dark, and I don't just mean dark as in the story is dark. It's really fucking dark. Like it's so damn dark. Like literally, like near the end of the movie. I remember there was a scene near the end of the movie. And I remember the lights coming on, not lights coming on, but I remember looking at the movie theater lights, and I'm looking like, damn, are they trying to kick us out early? Because it's kind of bright in here, I'm like, it's kind of bright. Like, I literally walked outside, and my eyes was hurting, bro. Like, I was like, God damn, it's bright out here. It is that dark. Like, you see that one scene, every time I think about that, I hear, where is she? yeah. Where are they? Yes, no, you don't get that. Batman is not goofy in this. Yeah, this movie's, there's like one scene where in the trailer where they show Batman walking in the darkness, that lasts for like 2 minutes, I want to say, and it's nothing. That scene is just pitch black, and then them shooting it's a really good scene, but it's pitch black. They're shooting the machine guns. And that's it. The only light that's coming from the machine guns, and so you just see the scenes where he's just fighting, and then he's shooting. The machine gun is shooting, and then there's flashes of light, but it's just pitch black. Like this movie is very dark, and I don't mean just story wise. It's extremely dark. Like you're gonna go outside and you're gonna feel like, God damn, this sun is bright as hell. Like I went to the movie at 3. And I got out around 6, and like I said, I came outside, and them lights was burning my eyes, like seriously. It's extremely dark film, aesthetically and story wise. Speaking of story, before I get to the story, let me get to the story with the synopsis. So the synopsis is, this movie is this is a very young Batman. Like this is year 2. Of him being the Batman. He's already kind of somewhat established himself. Like this is if you don't know the Batman by now, you know what I'm saying? They don't do the whole first scene we're gonna shoot Martha and Thomas Wayne. They don't do that. They do bring up the parents, but they don't do the guy shot him in the alley. We see Bruce Wayne. The parents get shot in the alley. Bruce Wayne crying. They don't do that. Like. What I liked about Matt Reeves, he was like, if you don't know the Batman by now, you're just gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know the Batman's backstory by now, then I don't know, you're just gonna be lost because they already established. Batman already has some type of repertoire with the police, like he's working with the police a little bit in this movie. So there's already an established lore. Like again, if you don't know Batman, then I don't know what you're doing. You've been living under a rock. So they don't try and give you the origin story in this film at all. So this is the like year 2 of Bruce Wayne being Batman, and as you see in the trailer, they are finding this killer. They're finding this killer. They're trying to look for the Riddler. He's going around killing a few high level targets. And creating some chaos in the city, and it's up to Batman and the police department to find out who is the Riddler and how to stop him and save the city. First thing I'm gonna go is with the actors. Everybody did a good job. in this film. Like everybody did a superb job. Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, who plays the Penguin, which you cannot tell in this movie. Like the way they did this guy's makeup, I can't believe, and the way he acts in this film, I can't believe that's Colin Farrell. It's very crazy. He did a really good job. Right, exactly. I can't remember the guy who plays Commissioner Gordon, but the guy who plays Commissioner Gordon as well. The Riddler. Everybody. He was just on Hot Ones. Oh yeah, word. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, he's aged so much. Oh yeah, he's aged so much. They did a really good job acting out, and this movie is a Batman film. And I'm gonna just say it's called The Batman because the Batman is pretty much through the whole thing. Like Bruce Wayne is barely in the film, like barely in the film. Probably if you clock in the amount of Robert Pattinson plays Bruce Wayne, maybe I would say 10 to 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most. Like this is straight up a Batman film, and the one thing, the one thing I do, I guess I kind of like and kind of don't like if you know about the Batman, you know that in the comic books or in any Batman property, Bruce Wayne and Bruce Wayne likes to be different from Batman. So Batman's brooding, angry. All that stuff is why when he becomes Bruce Wayne, he's the party guy. He's fucking 2 bitches at a time. You know what I'm saying? He's always partying. He's doing some weird, he's doing some wild shit. He don't do that shit in this movie. Like, if you were expecting a Bruce Wayne to fuck 2 bitches at the same time, let me put it this way. The Bruce Wayne in this film make Batman, like the Batman, he show more emotion as Batman than he does as Bruce Wayne. Like, Bruce Wayne is straight up, he's a billionaire, yeah, but that's the thing. He doesn't in the comic books, or he doesn't in the property to kind of throw off the scent. Well, I guess they try to just focus on just the story aspect, and he's really depressing. Like as Bruce Wayne, like he makes Batman seem like goddamn Spider-Man. Like he shows more emotion as Batman than he does as Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne is like usually like you said, like usually, like I said, he's fucking 2 bitches at a time. He's always having fun. He's always jovial, having good time. Like if I was like a half decent dude and I knew Batman and I saw Bruce Wayne, I'd be like, you kind of remind me of Batman, bro. Like for real. Like as Bruce Wayne, he broods through the whole film. I don't even remember him smiling at all through the whole film. And I thought that was cool because it kind of shows the what am I trying to say? It kind of shows the feelings of Batman, or feelings of Bruce, and why he's so depressed, he's so angry, and he's vengeance, and all he thinks about is trying to get vengeance for what happened with his parents. And he kind of like in the movie they say he was a recluse. In the movie, like it's the first time he comes out, and like I said, he's just so angry all the time that he can't hide it. You know what I'm saying? And it shows like later on in his career as Batman, then he figures out, oh, I gotta be the playboy millionaire type dude. You know what I'm saying? But now he's not the playboy millionaire. He's just some angry guy. You know what I'm saying? He's just some angry dude who's been hiding out for like the past few years, and then he comes back out as Batman. So I think I actually like that. Again, this is mostly a Batman film. Like you're gonna see more Batman than you will Bruce Wayne, and I thought it was okay. But I thought it was funny because it's like this guy does not smile through the whole film at all. Like he's not happy. He's happy about the film at all. Again, what I liked about it, I liked Zoe Kravitz. First of all, Zoe Kravitz. Whoo-wee! She is sexy. Damn. Now, I know, I've always thought she was sexy. Don't get me wrong. I've always thought she was sexy. But for some reason, this movie, she was sexy. God damn, boy. I was like, yes, bless her. Fine as fuck. Like, even, because I remember she was in, she was more sexier in this movie wearing a full leather outfit than she was, because she was in X-Men First Class. In X-Men First Class, she was supposed to be a stripper. She's more sexier in this movie, wearing a full black Catwoman outfit, than she was in First Class, half naked. It's crazy how sexy she is, and obviously that her acting is superb. Yeah, she was in X-Men First Class. X-Men First Class, she was she played a stripper. It's a catsuit. Yeah, it's a catsuit. Yep, it's a catsuit. Like, she was sexier in this movie than she was in being a stripper. Like, I was like, damn. And again, and why I bring her up is I like the chemistry that they had in the film. Like, the one thing, obviously, Batman and Catwoman, they get together in the comic books. They're lovers or whatever. What I never really liked about that whole chemistry is that they always felt, maybe it was just me, but I always felt like they forced the chemistry every time they put Batman, because everybody knows that Batman and Catwoman are supposed to be together or whatever, but it organically works together to why they would run into each other. Like, I liked why they obviously they try to make Catwoman sexy, or she has to be seductive and everything like that. I like how they actually explain why she has to be seductive, and why she has to seduce men, and why she has to you has to deal with creepy dudes or whatever. I like how they make that organic, instead of just she's sexy, she's a femme fatale, she just putting her ass up just because she's sexy or whatever. They explain why she has to do all that, and I enjoyed that. Again, I like the chemistry with Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz as Batman and Catwoman. They showed the organicness and why he would work with her, and why they would mess with each other, and why they keep running into each other, and everything like that. I think that chemistry worked really, really well. I do like in this film that Batman is actually working with the police in this movie, and there's no the police are gonna, there's no point in the movie where the police are gonna try and kill this dude, or the police are gonna try and chase him, even though there is a scene in the movie, a very good scene actually, where Batman has to get away from the police, and it's a very, very, very good scene. But later on, they all get back together or whatever. It's not like the police got to go after this guy all the time or whatever, whatnot. But the thing that I really, there's a few more things I really liked about it. The action is great. The action is great. The one thing I say I really don't like about the Christopher Nolan films is the action. I mean, it gets better over time in the Christopher Nolan films. But I never really liked the fights in those Christopher Nolan films. I never thought that Batman was really, you can never show Batman's true skill. It just seemed like he was more of a brawler than a martial artist. This one, this Batman, I love it. Like, the fight scenes are great. He's a tank, because most of the time he's just taking bullets. I don't know what armor he got for that bat suit, but he's just taking bullets through that whole film, and the fight scenes are fucking fantastic. But the one thing that I really, really enjoyed about this movie is that it's a detective movie. No, this is the first Batman movie. I'm gonna get to Alfred in a second. This is the first Batman movie where he actually does detective work. There is actually a mystery that you have to solve, or not you, but that he has to solve and find out what is going on. Like, this actual, damn near, well, I mean, the movie's about 3 hours, so damn near about 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes is a mystery film. And you got to find clues, you find riddles, there's twists and turns, so, and it's nothing that it's not like you can sit there and watch the film like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. You're sitting there on the edge of your seat like, oh, okay, word. Oh, that's cool. Oh, he actually got to go and investigate. He actually got to go and question people. He actually got to go and do, interrogate. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first Batman film where it's an actual where he shows that he's an actual detective, and I really, really, really like that because that's the one aspect that every Batman movie, and I mean every single one, that's the one aspect that is lacking in every Batman film, is that they don't show him being a detective. So I really enjoyed that they made him an actual detective, and I thought that was great. Again, the fight scenes were great and everything like that. I like how they can sort of make it political, or sort of make it what did they call it? I guess you could make it sort of somewhat political, but it's not in your face about it. Like, for example, there's a Catwoman. She sort of kind of harks on white privilege, because most of the people that are dying in this film are white men, white privileged men. So she kind of makes a jab at the whole white privilege idea, but it's not like cringy, like, oh god, here we go talking about some white privilege shit. It just makes sense because the people that were dying were white privileged men. So I liked how they did that. I also liked they had a black woman. So part of the story is that there's a black woman trying to go and be mayor, and again they don't put her in your face like, oh, she's a strong, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't try to emphasize her strong blackness. She's just a woman, saying, oh, she's just an actual person trying to be mayor. She just happened to be a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So they don't throw it in your face that she's a strong black woman and all that type of stuff. Nah, it's just a person trying to be a mayor. She just happens to be a black woman, and she doesn't come off as you know how they try to make strong black women in movies. They don't try to make her as bitchy. They don't make her as she has too much of an attitude. They don't make you dislike her. You know what I'm saying? Like they make you care for her. Now, granted, they don't she's not in the movie that much. So that's the kind of the thing I'm kind of kind of sad about, but like I said, they don't make it where it's like, they don't make it like, you dislike her or whatever. So I actually enjoyed that. So I like how they hark in some of the political aspects of modern society, but they don't put it in your face like, oh, here we got a black woman, and here we got what's it because I felt like with Catwoman they kind of did like they try to sort of did like a pseudo like gay thing, because she had like a part, not necessarily a partner, but she was living with a Russian girl, and obviously she's not gay or whatever, or at least not in this film, or at least they don't really say anything like that. But they try to make it like, oh, she's my partner. So, oh, don't worry, baby. I'll come and help you. Whatever. They don't throw in your face like, oh, she might be gay, or she might. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. They don't do that stuff. So again, I like how they hit on the political points, but they don't throw it in your face about it. They just part of the scene. It's probably just fan service. Well, no, not really, because she don't do like gratuitous, like she don't grab on the chick and try to kiss her or nothing like that, or try to like do some like, I don't gay shit for the best part. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to force that shit. They just try to make it seem like it in a way, because she really Catwoman's story arc is one of her friends is a there's zero queer baiting, but this girl that Catwoman cares for a lot, she's trying to save her or whatnot, and that's the reason why she's in the film. She's trying to save that girl, and yeah, there's zero queer baiting. You know what I'm saying? There's no like, I mean, she could be bi, but they don't emphasize on that because it's not part of the film. Or it's not part of the story or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she really, it shows she really, really cares for this girl. She really wants to save this girl. Like, she's damn, damn near, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might as well just say they was dating, but by the way she kept trying to chase this girl through the whole fucking film, you know what I'm saying? So, but they don't, like, again, they don't try to make it seem, they don't try to throw it in your face that she might be gay. It's ambiguous, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, more like she might be bi, because obviously she does kiss the Batman and whatnot, and that's another thing. They don't really push the love aspect of Batman and Catwoman, because obviously we know that they get together or vicarious. Who knows? Yeah, she might be vicarious. Maybe, maybe. She was a wild one. Like, and like I said, they don't push the love aspect in this film. I mean, they obviously they do have a kiss scene or whatever, but there's no gratuitous sex scene. There's no, you know what I'm saying? They're more focused on, Batman's more focused of saving her soul than, you know, trying to get with her or whatever, than saying that he's in love with her or whatever. Even though they do like, there was one scene where Batman had to send Catwoman to someplace, and, you know, she was kind of like trying to seem like, oh, you don't care for me or something like that, and then he grabbed her, like he had to put some, like, what's it called, he had to put some, like, what do they call, contacts in her eyes. So he grabbed her. You know how some dudes, they be grabbing the girl's chin and, you know, looking like they about to kiss her or whatever. You know, it was just like they kind of show some scenes like that, but they don't try to force that love scene on you. Yeah, that comes later. It comes later. So they don't try to force that love scene. They hint at it, but it's more of they're more of partners right now because of everything that's going on. Like I said, the action scenes were great. I'm trying to think what other things I really liked about the film. Where that's dope. Yeah. Again, it's focused on the actual premise of the story, which is who's killing these officials, than just trying to cram everything in on one thing. And let me actually get to the question that you said before, Deviant, which was how's Alfred? Alfred is decent. However, this is and let me go to the problems what I have with the film. Like I said before, Bruce Wayne's not in it that much. Neither is Alfred. Now, Alfred, he does play a role in it. You know, he does play a role in it. And Andy Serkis actually did a good job being Alfred. He did a good job being Alfred. He did do some role in it, but like halfway during the film, he's kind of taken out of the movie, and you don't see him again for the rest of the movie. So he's kind of like in there for a little bit, and he's not in there that much. So I kind of wish they had him more, because he did show that he was more help. Oh well, no, he was just as much helpful as he was in the Christopher Nolan movies, but again, he was kind of like taken out halfway through the film. And it's kind of like you don't ever see him again after that. So, which kind of sucks with that. Another thing that I didn't like about the film is it is a little bit too long. The movie is 3 hours, and that 3 hour runtime does hurt it a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, because again, it gets to a point. When they actually, you know, you saw the scene in the trailer when they actually captured the Riddler. That's like, it's still like maybe an hour left after that part, and it's kind of like you get to a point where like, shit, when the fuck's this movie gonna be done? I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But god damn, boy, I feel like y'all should have been done with this shit. Like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to a point where you're like, damn, I feel like I should have been done with this shit. You know, so that 3 hour runtime does hurt it a little bit, which kind of sucks because, like I said, Batman is great. Robert Pattinson as Batman is great. Everybody doing their acting role is great. The Riddler, while I do like this rendition of the Riddler, I do like how they sort of portray the Riddler in a way, especially when they give his backstory. What I don't like about it is they kind of try to make him Joker light. Like, if you know the Riddler from every other property, you'll know that he's a genius. He obviously he does mentally insane stuff, but he seems like he's collected. You know, he seems like he's all there. He seems like everything is you can tell that he's a genius mastermind. You know what I'm saying? Which he is a genius mastermind in this film, but it gets to a point when they actually you know get to the Riddler, where he kind of like acting all insane, and you know he crying and he jumping around, and he's like, "Oh, Bruce Wayne," you know what I'm saying? He's doing weirdo shit like that, and I'm just like, you know, that's cool and all, but I mean, you just acting like the Joker, honestly, bro. Like, you really just acting like the Joker. You're not even acting like the Riddler from the comic books, which I don't mind the changes, especially with this Riddler's backstory and Riddler's motivation to why he's doing these killings. It's just that, bro, we done dealt with the Joker like how many times during the past like 30 years in movies? Can we like get something else? And like I said, it was refreshing having a new villain doing new things and having the detective stuff. But when they actually capture the Joker, he just acts. Capture the Joker. When they actually capture the Riddler, he just acts like Joker lights. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking like, bruh, not everybody gotta act. Not everybody gotta act like the Joker, bruh. I know Heath Ledger did a great job as the Joker, and he's one of the best Jokers we have, hands down. But damn, bruh, you could have just been yourself. You could have just been, you know what I'm saying, a nerd or something, or you know what I'm saying, or something different than being Joker light. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that aspect of the film. Yeah, essentially. You know, they try to make him, I guess they're trying to set up for, if they do part 2, they might do a Joker or whatever. So I was kind of like, all right, I guess, you know, that's cool. And then his plan, when it comes to fruition near the end with the last 30 minutes with the huge set piece, like I said, it kind of reminds me of something the Joker would do, and I'm just like, oh, all right, okay, that's cool. Again, going back to what I liked about this film, this movie reminds me of a mix of The Dark Knight and Saw or something like that. Because this is kind of a horror film. You know, there's a lot of horror elements in this film. There's one scene where literally somebody has like a huge cage, and like rats are going in and trying to gnaw at his face or whatever. Like this one dude has like a bomb brace in his neck, and he has to solve 3 riddles in 2 minutes before he blows up. Like, so this is kind of has horror elements in this movie, and I thought that was really a nice change of pace. Especially with a Batman, when they have Batman movies, is usually the guy, he's being a superhero, even though there's some death in there, you know, he's still being a superheroic or whatever. Again, like I said, and I'm trying to think of something else I didn't like about the film. Yeah, honestly, the main things was how they try to portray the Riddler and the 3-hour one time. Because it does slog a little bit, and you know, I like Robert Pattinson as the Batman, and why I did enjoy him. I did enjoy the difference of Bruce Wayne. I do wish that they would, you know, do the comic, and I actually do get it. By the end of the film, it does make sense as to why it was like that. But again, I do wish that he could have been that playboy philanthropist, whatever, fucking 2 bitches at a time, just so they can keep up appearances or whatever. And I mean, they don't have to do that. Again, they would just focus on Batman, and it's fine. That's cool. It works. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, like, when you see Bruce Wayne and he's brooding, I'm looking like, bro, lighten up a little bit, man. Smile a little bit, something, bro. Depressing, bro. You depressing, man. I wouldn't want to hang out with Bruce Wayne. That nigga, I'd rather hang out with Batman. At least that nigga, you know what I'm saying? At least he'll like, I don't know, not crack a joke. I don't know. He don't crack a joke, but I don't know. Bruce Wayne, he just seemed like he just had that I don't know, he just seemed like an emo, bro. I don't know, it was weird. He even had that emo haircut where they put their bangs in front of their face or whatever. He even had that emo haircut. It was just, I don't know, it was just kind of off-putting for him being Bruce Wayne or whatever. I guess because we're so used to the Bruce Wayne being all, happy-go-lucky or whatever and doing all that. But I did also like the message of the film. It focused on, I guess it mostly it pretty much focused on capitalism. It really focused on capitalism and the problem of capitalism, and sometimes what these rich people would do in order to keep their secrets. And when they keep their secrets, how much their secrets hurt, other people. And I liked how they harped on that. And again, it's not thrown in your face or whatnot, but they do talk about that and everything like that. But overall, I'm really trying to I was really trying to decide how much I liked it overall compared to the Christopher Nolan. Mostly, my favorite is The Dark Knight. And it's kind of hard to compare the two, honestly. This movie, The Batman, really has a lot of good elements that kind of overshadows The Dark Knight in a lot of different ways. However, The Dark Knight execution works a lot better just because of the runtime. Well, honestly, The Dark Knight is like 30 minutes less. 30 minutes, just 30 minutes less. But they was able to be, concise about everything. Again, this movie is good, but it does go on a little bit too long. Even though they did put a lot of characters in there. Because obviously we got Catwoman, the Riddler, and Penguin. But there's actually more bad guys in the film than they show. And they're still able to work together, and they're still able to cling together or whatnot. But overall, how I feel about this film, and I've seen people give it a 10. I wouldn't give it a 10 personally, but I would give it a 8.5 or maybe a 9. I highly recommend it. However, I couldn't watch it in the movie theater again just because it's a little too long. Like if I got it on DVD or something and or watching it on HBO Max or something like that, I can watch it again. But I think if you really want to watch this film, if you're a Batman fan or you love detective movies, you love horror movies, I think this is the movie for you. And I think you should definitely go see it as soon as possible. Seeing the movie theater the first time, you would definitely enjoy it. Again, it's a 9. It's a 9, and I thoroughly enjoyed the film. Like I will be looking up different Easter eggs and all that type of stuff. Really, really, really good Batman film. Surprisingly, you know what I'm saying? Surprisingly, I was surprised. I didn't know what to expect when I first saw the trailer. I didn't know what to expect. Honestly, did not have high hopes of this film. So my expectations were highly exceeded from what I expected. And that final and I gotta say the set piece, whoo, that shit's amazing, bro. That is amazing. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review for it.